Hello, hello, hello. Okay, so I know we have sometimes a little bit of a techie issues with these lives. So there will be a recording, as always, in the free Facebook group, Breathwork Women's Circle, right here. But you know, Facebook, they are beginning to delete the lives. So this will permanently be housed on my YouTube channel. Now, let's have a look just to make sure that I'm actually streaming live in the group and not on my profile. So let me just double check. Let me have a look. Go into my group on my phone. We've all got so many different devices, haven't we? Okay, so nothing's coming up yet. Come on. Come on, my little girl. Sorry about this. This makes great video, doesn't it? Me scrolling. Oh, there we go. Yep. Okay. Now, there's always a little bit of a lag. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. There's always a bit of a lag between what I can see, because I'm, going to be refreshing the screen, but from when comments and what have you. So what I will do is, if I do see any comments, fabulous. Otherwise, I will go back and have a look at them later. Now, I've been a bit poorly, and I do feel my voice is not as powerful. It feels a little bit strange to me. I think my vocal cords are a little bit I don't know, tweaked. I'm not sure, but this is going to be the perfect session for me. I decided to do this on settling the nerves, and although I love coming and chatting to you guys here in the group, letting me as a video go out there into the big wide world, it's a bit scary. So I want to show you the breathing techniques that I use myself before I'm about to do anything a little bit scary, when my nerves are on edge. Instead of reaching for the wine glass or bottle, I try and do some breathing instead. Because we all feel a bit jangled, don't we, from time to time, a bit frazzled, like your nervous system's on high alert yet again. And we all do this. It's nothing new. You're not alone. The good news is that your breath can help. So this is what I'm going to go over with you tonight. I still can't see any comments. So if you're watching this on replay, that's fine. What I would like you to do is pop in the comments, whether you're watching this on YouTube or watching it in the free Facebook group. I want you to pop a word or emoji in the comments, how you're feeling right now, what your energy level's like, what are your stress levels like, just, whatever comes up. Let's just refresh that and see if there's anything that comes up. Okay, not seeing anything there. But that's okay. As I said, I'll go back and check on them later. If I was watching this, I would certainly put on that I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed, a little bit frazzled. And I know some of you might be feeling the same thing. You might be feeling tired. Some of you, I mean, 6 o'clock and it is a beautiful evening out there. Some of you might be sort of like ready to go. All completely normal for a Tuesday evening, right? So today we're focusing on something I think we all need more of. Breath for settling the nerves. You know that feeling when your nervous system's just a bit, I've used the word before, but I'm going to use again, jangled. Maybe it's been a busy day. Maybe you've got things on your mind. If you're like me, a million things going on in the old noggin. Or maybe you're just carrying that, you know, that low-level background buzz that seems to be part of modern life. And here's the thing. Your breath is actually the fastest way to tell your nervous system it's safe to calm down now. And no apps required, no special equipment, just you and your breath. So what we're going to do tonight in this half hour, we're going to focus on gentle nose breathing and extended exhale. Yeah, I've spoken about those before. They're magic. But they're magic backed by science. So here's the science bit. When you exhale longer than you inhale, you're switching your parasympathetic nervous system, that's your rest and digest mode, you're switching it on. And when that happens, your heart rate drops, the stress hormones actually decrease and your glands stop pumping them out, and everything is just, you know, it settles. Now, this isn't about achieving some perfect Zen state. This is about practical nervous system support you can use anywhere. So, wherever you are at the moment, and if it's safe to do so, I don't want you driving any heavy machinery or anything, but you can watch this on replay, so watch it when you're not driving a 4-ton truck or something. Let's get comfortable first of all. So you can sit in a chair, or you can sit on the floor, or you can even lie down. Whatever feels good for you, for your body today. Now if you're sitting up, I want you to have your feet flat on the floor if possible, okay? And let those shoulders drop away from your ears. Even if you're lying down, you know, we tend to live like this, so you want to drop them away from your ears. And then either soften your gaze downwards or close your eyes. You can begin to cut out what's around you and just notice how you're breathing right now. There's no judgment, just awareness. So the first technique we're going to use this evening is just a natural breath awareness. For the next few breaths, I don't want you to change anything. I want you just to notice, okay? Is your breathing fast or slow? Is it shallow or deep? Are you breathing through your nose or through your mouth? Again, there's no right or wrong here. You're just getting acquainted with what's happening. We so rarely just take the time to notice. And perhaps you notice aches, pains, niggles. That's okay. But we're focusing on your breath right now. Good. Now, gently, I want you to start breathing just through your nose, in and out, through your nose, if you weren't already doing so. If your nose is blocked, mouth breathing is absolutely fine. Just work with what you've got. And I want you to bring that awareness to your breathing. How does it feel? Breathing in through your nose and breathing out through the nose. Let me keep an eye on the time. And what we're going to do, I'm going to give you 30 seconds of silence when I'm not speaking, just so that you can notice how breathing through your nose has changed. Anything. Has it changed anything? What's happening in your body? Have you noticed any shifts in tension, temperature, or energy? Remember, there's no need to change anything. I just want you to observe and notice. So the next time you hear my voice, we'll move on to the next technique. Okay. Now, as normal, I'm going to be giving you those little brief pauses of silence after each of our techniques tonight, so that you have got a moment to just integrate and to notice what's happening inside here and inside the body. Okay? Now, as I said earlier, I should have mentioned this to begin with. There is a really good technique if you do have a bunged up nose and you want to clear it. You don't have to, blow your nose like a maniac. There is a nostril clearing technique that you can use. Now, you might see some practitioners out there teaching you this technique that's a little bit more energetic. But my clients, some of my clients have neck issues. So I have learned that actually the nose clearing technique can be gentle movements and it still gets the same response. So what you do is you hold your nose, you hold your breath, and you gently nod your head. So it looks like this. And that will clear the sinuses. If it hasn't worked first time, do it again. It's like a little magic miracle cure for a blocked nose. Now, if you've got a cold, then have a tissue handy and get ready to blow any mucus away. But yeah, so hope that helps. So now let me move on to the second technique we're going to do this evening. It's the extended exhale pattern. Now, I've said every time you breathe out for longer than you breathe in, it's telling your nervous system that you're safe and everything's okay. So the body then doesn't have to release any cortisol, adrenaline, that sort of thing. Instead, the system releases all those nice calming hormones that flood our system. And that's what we want to help us when we're trying to settle our nerves, right? But listen, what I'm going to show you is I'm going to show you an inhale for 4 and then an out for 6. Now, this can be for any beats. I use in my head kind of like seconds, but it doesn't have to be. If you're listening to music, you could do it for the beats of the music. If you put hand on your heart, you could do it for heartbeats. The important thing is that the exhale is longer than the inhale. But, you know, your body knows best. So it's going to look like this. So you're going to inhale through your nose for 4 beats. And then you're not going to hold your breath. You're going to then exhale straight away for then 6 beats. Okay. And we're going to keep doing this for about 5 minutes. And then we're going to go for silence. So what I'll do, and if you're finding the counting distracting, just focus on making that exhale nice and long, okay? Like a gentle sigh through your nose. I don't know, I heard that the other day and I thought it was quite nice, but I'm not thinking it sounds so right coming out of my mouth. Anyway, so I'll do some counting to help, because I know some of you prefer it when I count. But if that's just distracting you, put me on silent for a bit and do your own counts. Okay? We're going to inhale in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So breathe in through your nose, 2, 3, 4. Out through your nose, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, nice and steady, in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. Beautiful. Notice if anything is shifting while you keep breathing. Maybe your shoulders are dropping. Maybe there's a sense of settling happening. Perhaps the count of 4 in and 6 out is not comfortable for you. Perhaps your body prefers an inhale of 3 and an exhale of 4 or 5. I invite you to find the rhythm that takes you into that beautiful, calm state. The rhythm that feels really relaxing. Going to do a couple more rounds. Beautiful. Slow inhale and then beautiful long slow exhale. So we're going to come up to the next 30 seconds of silence, and it's going to be your moment to turn your attention inward again. Now I want you to think about what's different from when we started and what you notice in your body, your mind, your energy. Again, I want you to just observe without judgment for the next 30 seconds, and when you next hear my voice, we will move on to the third technique I'm going to show you this evening. Wonderful. I wonder what that silence felt like compared to the first silence after we did our natural breath awareness. These techniques I'm teaching you, they're yours forever, and you can use them whenever you need to. And in fact, the more you practice these breathing techniques, they become second nature. And you'll find yourself reaching for them when you're in those situations where your nerves are just really on edge you'll find yourself breathing either the extended exhale or perhaps the next technique I'm going to show you. It's another one of my favorites. It's straw breathing. Now, we don't actually need a straw for this one. You're going to use your imagination. It's really lovely for the nervous system calm. What we're going to do is we're going to keep breathing through your nose, just normally. But for the exhale, I'd like you to just purse your lips like you're blowing through a straw. So this creates a little bit of resistance, which helps activate that calming response. We're also using our mouth muscles, our facial muscles, which again, triggers is always a bad word, but it flips a switch. It sets off a chain reaction in our body and our nervous system to again give us those happy endorphins or the nice calming dopamine that we need more of in our lives. So we're going to go in through the nose. There aren't any counts for this one, but you'll find yourself naturally extending the exhale. So you go in through your nose like this. And then out through pursed lips, like you're cooling down a hot cup of tea or your beverage of your choice. So in through the nose and breathe out through that straw. That's right. And again. Oh, forgot to set the timer. And again. In through the nose. And then out through those pursed lips. In through the nose. And then out. Now, if you're feeling a bit lightheaded, just return to normal breathing for a moment. That's probably a sign you might be pushing the air out too forcibly. It needs to be a nice gentle exhale. Remember, there's no rush. This is your time. We're doing this together, you and me. And this is your moment for yourself. I mean, come on, you deserve it, right? So in through your nose. And then gently blow it out through that imaginary straw. In through the nose. You might feel your diaphragm engaging as well with this one, because we're doing that pursed lips and blowing through. And when our diaphragm's working and helping us to breathe, it's so much more efficient. Really helps us with that oxygen gas exchange. So in through your nose. Exhale, well done. And again. Let's do a few more in through the nose. Exhale through those pursed lips, nice and slowly, nice and gently. So we're going to do another 30 seconds, and then I'm going to give you another moment of silence. Now, these silence are your time to check in with yourself, to perhaps ask, how does this technique feel different from the last one? What's your body telling you now with this technique? And what's your mind doing? Just notice without trying to fix or change anything. You're building up your own breathing technique toolkit. Okay? Lovely. So I'm going to give you that 30 seconds of silence. So when you hear my voice again, we'll go into the final couple of moments of the Taster Tuesday session. As I said, integration is a really important part of the breathwork practice. It's your time to notice what's different. And I'd like you to notice what's different now to when we started half an hour ago. Maybe there's more space. Maybe things feel quieter. Maybe nothing's changed. And that's perfectly fine too. I just want you to take one more lovely deep breath in. Then we're going to let it go with a sigh. I love those ones. So when you're ready, get back to reality. Give yourself a wiggle, shake your fingers, move your shoulders. There we go. Because it still is only 6:30 in the evening, and I doubt whether it's time for you to actually go to bed yet. So, how was that for everyone? All right, I'd love to hear from you. Please, drop a word in the comments about how you're feeling now, or maybe you noticed a shift in your body. Your tight shoulders, perhaps relaxing, jaw unclenching, breathing deeper, breathing through your nose. All of this is wonderful experiments with finding the breathing techniques that actually help you to get out of that on edge feeling. And remember, this is something you can use anywhere, sort of, waiting for the kettle to boil before a tricky conversation, or just when you're lying in bed and your mind's racing. Your breath is always with you. If you enjoyed this and want to dive deeper into rediscovering your own inner wisdom and magic, I've got a 4-day challenge. It's free. It's starting later this month, actually. It's called Remember Your Magic, and it's all about reconnecting with that part of yourself that knows what you need. Yeah, we all have it. I'll pop the link in the comments if you're curious. Thanks for showing up today. Thanks for watching on replay, and thanks for watching on my YouTube channel. I love it. Going to be the same time next week, and next week we'll be exploring breath as self-compassion. So it's perfect for when you need to be just a little bit gentler with yourself. Have a lovely rest of the evening, everyone, and thank you very much. Bye.